Hi everybody and welcome back to more Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic with Goofuth and me. And today Goofuth of course doesn't need any stimulants because he didn't take one last night, and that's because he's feeling amazing! Such a feeling of accomplishment. And for those of you that may not have noticed what happened in the couple of sessions, or rather the last session itself, Goofuth pretty much killed all the Sith on Korriban. Well, I don't think all of them. He did kill every single Sith who was in the Academy. He killed a couple of them in the Valley of the Lords. There he even killed a Sith ghost. He killed a lot of more Sith and some hopefuls in the colony. So that's definitely mission accomplished. He's very, very happy. And he's hoping that the Sith now know who they are dealing with. And today, Goofuth is going to... he's on Dantooine now, he's going to go outside again. Because now, of course, party equipment is all taken care of. We know what we need and what we don't need. Yeah, that means we can go out to that vendor, that merchant, out on the street outside of the colony in Dantooine. Well, that's some pretty neat stuff. So he's going to sell a lot of things to him, like the Sith artifacts, or most of them anyway, who he doesn't need anymore and should fetch a pretty penny. And then he's going to try and buy some of the more expensive but really, really awesome things that he wanted when he was here first. And if he then has any money left, he's going to go to Yavin Station and do the same there. Maybe get a rematch in Pazak from that guy who ripped him off last time. Well, beat him in Pazak, to be fair. He also wants to speak to the Twi'lek outside, who told him about the Tyrant-attacks, or Force Vampires as I like to call them. Yeah, because Goofuth of course encountered 3 of those Tyrant-attacks, and he also found out what happened to the trio of Jedi that went after them. So maybe he's interested in that. He seems like a scholar. He might even be willing to pay something for information or the data pads. Okay. Oh yes, of course. The mysterious box. Goofuth. He's been able to restrain himself for the last couple of days, mostly because he had something to do on Korriban, but now he's on Dantooine, and he needs to know what's inside that box. He's been promised... I don't know. He's supposed to bring it to Mata the Hutt on Tatooine. I forget for how much, but I think it was something like 3,000 credits even. Yeah, it doesn't mention what kind of reward I would get, but I think I remember it to be at least 2,000, but I think 3,000 credits. Which of course is a lot of money. Goofuth would like that money, but still, he's pretty good money-wise. It's almost 10,000 credits he has now. And he needs to know what's in that box. It's haunting him. And he's been told not to look inside the box, so there's basically nothing else you can do. So... opening the box and hoping it doesn't blow him, the Ebon Hawk, to smithereens. What? What? Okay, Goofuth is in the big nothing. Yeah. There's nothing... Oh... That's certainly surprising. Do we have a map? Strange obelisks and nothing else. Look at that, we couldn't even return to the Ebon Hawk if we wanted to. Somebody's standing over there. Well, that? I can't read it, it's too white. It's... Racketon? Racketon? That's kind of ringing a bell. I don't know if it's a name or a species. There's a couch there, and obelisks, and this Racketon person. You shouldn't have opened that box, Goofuth. You shouldn't have opened that box. See where it got you.
Kuyamijus chitka na patoga ya pulke kokola jeje. Kawana bota ita etagua. Kanki dora tokun wata mel ita bola. Tongai wam jiji yumalipta ag inkotu. Toku tabong walia gando de naga chocho. Kachicho ita audonga. Yumalita inkotu. Jelomoran benebobo. Wango kumbis kangba. Molera. Tapis yo bong konki pankpa.
Hey, I'm very symmetrical.
Tonerana no prata donka serce doma wana kombes toma. Ne shak shilorja kinku no ba mulere raji kun.
Yeah, he's slightly curious. Mind telling me who and what you are?
Shak shikin lorja wata wama. Kama holbe molche kumana. Kin kun shakin. Ne ken kun no mulara jikun. Wama kumbes. Chimpala mule tonerana pruta. Donke serce doma doma. Jashak bokra olva cheska nekchu. Achuba cheska wanki. Te toki grato. Kontika kon ken kachon pro. Bogra walia na bongsha. Nekcha joncha chuba ken lorda ita kun. Rondi haudonga kuhonga bi. Wala kumbes. Cheng pala mule ton ken ba no konkek.
How can you tell time here?
Ne molera best.
Yeah, I think he's curious to know why he's imprisoned here, because as you probably realized by now, Goofuth likes to free people. It really depends on why he's here and who put him here.
Ita na tanya ita. Wata yamaka wala kakne. Ashak toyong umne patoga.
Rebellion, huh? That does interest Goofuth. Have there been others here?
Tapis yo bong konki pankpa. Chimpala cheska mule. Tonerana no prata.
Yeah, Goofuth is a language genius. Apparently.
Yeshak shilorja kinku no ba mulere raji kun. Takom jostak miki grabel mogo. Kachicho ita haudonga. Tolpa de bong walia gando de nago chocho.
Yeah, that doesn't seem like a good idea. It seems like...
Pamulis limo porana wanga kun bis mulera best. Kachicho ita haudonga. Yin kinku no ba mulira chikon. Slimo potona. Ronde haudonga kuhonga bi.
Yeah, it seems like I don't actually know if the game would let me just run as far as I want, but I think it just might. And since the only point of orientation is him and these obelisks and the couch, I guess, I think there's a good chance to actually get lost here. Is there no way out of here? I think so, yes.
Tom patoga smak telia. Takom jostak miki grabel mogo. Kachicho ita haudonga. Tolpa de bong walia gando de nago chocho.
It's a long time.
Bola wana chekne. Pamulis limo porana rondi haudonga kuhonga bi. Wala kumbes. Cheng pala muli ton king ba no konkek. Tuknin tachokun ne molera bet.
That's a good point. If he's been here 1,000 years or his mind, then his body's probably dead. Well, we don't know that. I hope not. I certainly hope so. Oh, wait, didn't mean to. Okay, so Yeah, you're not getting my body.
Takom just tak Miki grabel mogo. Kachicho ita haudonga.
It just wanted to make that very clear. You're not getting Goofuth's body.
Mola shatonka, bola wana chekne. Pamulis limo podana wanga kumbis tonghai wam chichi yumalita ag inko tu. Tolpa da bongwalia gando de naga chocho, chachi kien lorcha wata wama. Kaba volpe molche gumana. Kin kun shakin, ne ken kun no
You'd be
mulara.
surprised how persuasive Goofuth can be.
Chimpala mule tonerala pruta. Donke serche doma toma. Tonga bumsha uneno. Wanga kun bisken. Bamulera. Chunyon tun chichi ite tuana. Kabe volpe mol.
That's not the most smart of questions, because he does have a point. Okay, if I understand this correctly, then if both of us agree on one of us getting out, then that person can actually inhabit Goofuth's body. So if Goofuth would agree for him to get out of here, that would work. Or if he agrees for Goofuth to get out, something like that. What kind of a competition?
Kachicho ita hotonga. Yin kin kuno ba mulira chikun. Slimo putuna.
Goofuth is good at everything.
Kuyami just chetka na patoga ya pulke kokola jeje. Kawana bota eta etagua. Kanki dora to
Oh, a classic riddle match. What are the rules?
Tabis yo bon konki pankpa. Chimpala cheska mule. Tonerana no prata donka serce doma wana kombes toma. Ne shak shilorcha kinku no ba mulereda jikun. Kachicho ita hotonga. Yin kinku no ba mulira chikun. Slimo.
That's a good question. Would he like... Yeah, nothing's to stop him from cheating, so he's not going to ask that. Would he want a more physical challenge? Goofuth is proud of his physical abilities. But narcissist that he is, he actually fancies himself more of a smart person than a strong person. And he's not completely stupid. A physical challenge. This isn't a physical place. Yeah, I don't seem to have much of a choice.
Jashak bokra onwa cheska nechu. Achuba cheska wanki. Te toki grato. Kontika kon ken kachon pro. Kama tompa kulpa ye moka pata.
Fair enough.
Kachu. Yiki kun no ba mule. Jebedwana ni bobo. Tonga bon shanon gang. Tom patoga smak telia.
Time. Time's not known until it's measured. Yeah.
Konticha nai. Molira aswaktoron onipotaga. Wanaga konteze. Ekra tok haku jijia. Wata yumaka wama hohanek. Achuta. Manga kumbis dolbe kikunyana. Ton patoga smak telia.
I actually... Now that's interesting. I don't know how the game works with that. Now in Baldur's Gate, when there were riddles, you had the same choices in answers no matter who your character was. Which always was a bit, I don't know, unsatisfying for me, because I think it should depend on the character's intelligence how many choices he gets. For example, a really intelligent person would only get the right answer as a choice, or maybe just fewer options than a not so intelligent person. But you don't get to pose any riddles in Baldur's Gate 2. I don't know if characters always get those two options, or if it's depending on his intelligence or perhaps wisdom. In which case, he's probably not doing so good. Okay, which one do we choose? Break me, I don't stop working. Touch me, I